Weekend Review. Hey guys, welcome to Isaiah's Reviews Weekend Review. And sorry for Thursday. Throwback Thursday item of the week was not on YouTube, of course, because I didn't do it. My grandmother passed away and her burial was Thursday. Also, one other thing you'll notice is my nose is still running and profusely and sneezing and all this kind of stuff. So if you see a lot of jump cuts, it's because I'm probably blowing my nose, sneezing, or something related to my nose crying. And basically, I went to the emergency room not too long, like last week, whatever it was. I got a shot, antibiotics, 5 days. Took those, had a good sign for about a day, and then went right back into sinus issues. So I went to the doctor today. Got 10 days antibiotics. Flonase and another thing for cough suppressant. So hopefully after 10 days I'll be back as good as new. I have no idea. But moving right along into what you care about, and that is the weekend review. Let's go into tech. So Microsoft Windows 10 is going to be able to be available for kind of like a preview small bundle, so to speak, which if you're Windows 8, apparently you can have the option or be contacted. We'll get messages for a free upgrade for a year of free upgrades to Windows 10. If you have a spare laptop, a spare something, computer, whatever that you don't care about, go ahead and update the Windows 10. I'd be on the fence about it because on my desktop, I have a lot. This one here, I have a lot of programs that I need to work with Windows 10, and you're probably not going to get that right away. So don't jump the gun if you get a message saying, hey, free upgrade to Windows 10, or don't go sign up for it and expect everything to work with it, because I highly doubt that. And another cool thing outside of Windows 10, but within Microsoft, is Xbox One. There's a new update for the controller. That update is going to make pairing a lot faster, they say. So I haven't done this yet, but I will. And how you do that, if you want to know about how to update your controller, well, you just connect the controller to your Xbox with a USB cable. Keep any headsets connected to the controller. Connect to Xbox Live. Press the menu, go to Settings, Device and Accessories, select the controller. If you have multiple controllers attached, you can select Buzz, which will cause the selected controller to vibrate. Then select Update to download the new firmware to the controller attached via the USB cable, and the screen will show the updating of the controller. When you see the controller updated screen, press B to go back to the Device and Accessories main page. Reselect the controller. The firmware version should now be 1.2.2236.0. So there you go for updating your Xbox One controller, which I will do right after this. Also on the tech side of things, there's a new cell phone, there's a new super phone. It's the Sagus V2 super phone. This is a waterproof 5-inch, gonna cost around $600, but it's equipped with a 21 megapixel camera, a 13 megapixel front facing camera, and can be expanded to 256 gigs. So that's quite the impressive specs, and it's got a 3100 milliamp per hour battery, micro SD card. It will take that, which I love that. That's why I'm like addicted to Samsung. If I can't have my expanded memory, I don't want the phone. Whenever I'm paying as much as what I'm paying, and you're going to restrict me on what I can't change the battery, I can't add any memory. That's a joke in itself to me for cell phone providers, and I cannot stand that. That is upsetting. That's why I'm like Samsung through and through, is just for that reason. I would gladly go to other makers if they offered that. So Sagus V2, I'll let it come out first and see what this actual phone's about. But you've got, I think, until Thursday to pre-order this thing at $600, and it's going to be gradually rolling out in the by the end of first quarter of this year. So look forward to that. And another note is the Samsung Galaxy Tab Pro 8.4 inch. Why am I talking about a Galaxy Pro whenever the Galaxy, I think, S tablets are the new thing? Well, that's what this guy is right here. And it's the perfect size for a tablet. Now, I've got a 10-inch, I've had a 7-inch, and I've had this 8.4. 7-inch is just too small. This Samsung Pro Tab 8.4 is awesome. I mean, it's fast, beautiful screen. The difference between the S and the Pro is the blacks are a little bit blacker on the S, but not by much. Now, if you hold them side by side, you can tell. I've done that and looked at it, and you can slightly tell. But as far as the performance on the inside, there's not much difference. So I'm telling you this to say this: if you go to Groupon, if you look at their deal of the day, it is a Samsung Galaxy Pro or Tab Pro 8.4. Now they've got a 10 and a 12 inch. I think one of them sold out now, but this is $174.99 for this with free shipping. It's refurbished, but I've never had a problem with refurbished. I bought this one brand new, but I've never had a problem with refurbished in the past, so I'd highly recommend, if you're looking for a tablet, check out the 8.4 inch. Don't go bigger is better and think you'll like that. I can lay in any position on the couch. I can do anything I want to, and the 8.4 inch is perfect to carry around with me. So just give it a look-see. It's $175. Whatever. All right, so let's go into news. What stands out to me for the week? Well, the bodies of the Georgia couple that got lured into the Craigslist contact hoax for the car or whatever, the elderly couple. Apparently their bodies were found, so kind of let this be a note to you to either have a firearm with you or meet in a public place. Like I try to meet people from Craigslist at a bank, like at a local bank, a small bank, so you've got windows in the front. Just meet them at local plat, regardless of what it is you're going to go look at. If you can't, if it's a fixed object, carry more than two people. Carry some people. Do something when you get there where you got, hey, I got to make a phone call right quick, check in, let them know I got to this address, and verbally tell where you're at. Take a picture of the person and text it to a family member or whatever. I mean, you never know. People are crazy. All right, moving right along. Chuck Taylor's Converse, right? Apparently they're doing a whole line of shoes, all Andy Warhol prints. That's pretty cool. I think that's an awesome idea to kind of say, don't forget about us. These still exist, even though they're hugely popular kind of underground shoes. And not so. I mean, I still see them out and about. Also, another cool thing, not having anything to do with shoes, but having to do with the Mars rover thing. Apparently, there's always somebody seeing a face in Mars, a building, a satellite on the moon, whatever. It's always something going on. Well, the latest thing that has been seen is a shadow of a person messing with the rover. Apparently, the photo leaked out. I doubt that's what it really is, but it does look like a person messing with the rover. Like wearing no suit, possibly just like short hair or whatever, no kind of mask or nothing. So, if it is something that leaked out like that, is the rover on Mars? Is it here? Who knows? It's always, I love stuff like that anyway. Another cool thing to do with space, because I'm so intrigued by that kind of stuff. Apparently, it was a mysterious radio signal from space, caught live for the first time back in May 2014, and it's just now coming out to the public. I don't know if they've analyzed it. I don't know if they've said, found out the direction it come from. But within like 10 seconds of this radio transmission from outer space now, they knew exactly what it was, they said. And now they're asking a lot of astronomers to point their telescopes in this direction. Satellites are apparently moved and fixed on this location in the sky. But this happened in May 2014. And they're just now saying that this signal, this radio burst, come from space. Now, what it is, I don't know. I haven't heard it yet. I haven't really dug really deep into it. I kind of did briefly trying to find it, but I was so excited. I was like, well, I got to tell you guys about it, because just be on the lookout for if they do release whatever this radio transmission was. But they're saying it is alien. Like, it's not from us, any of us whatsoever, and they're asking everybody to turn their equipment in that direction. So that's pretty cool. And the asteroid that we had that went by, that skimmed Earth, I think it's 3 times the distance of the moon away, was so large it actually had its own moon going around it. So I think that's pretty awesome there that we kind of got close. So, and this was like, if you want to look it up, it's 2004 BL86 is this like asteroid that had its own moon that come through. I don't know. I find stuff like that very intriguing because things like that could be Earth enders, and we'll probably have one impact the Earth, a million years from now, 1,000 years from now, whatever. And lastly, in the news, the doomsday clock got moved up 3 minutes till midnight. Now, when it strikes midnight, everybody's dead. It's doomsday, right? World War III, missiles, bombs, all that stuff is happening. Well, why did they move it closer? Well, it has to do with pollution, sea levels rising, poverty, world threats from, I guess, people that can blow the place up, has given them the thought to move the doomsday clock forward. So now we're 3 minutes to midnight. Now, what is the doomsday clock? The doomsday clock is a symbolic clock face representing a countdown to possible technically related global catastrophe. Now that's nuclear war, climate change, all that kind of stuff. It has been maintained since 1947 by the members of the Science and Security Board. The closer they set the clock to midnight, the closer scientists believe the world is to global disaster. So, if you want to Google that every once in a while and make sure we haven't moved up a minute or two, I'll try to remember to do that and let you know weekly if I can, or if I even remember to, because really I just ran across that and I was like, huh? So that's how much I care about it. Anyway, moving on to movies, which is my personal favorite thing to talk about. The top box office, the top 3 box office, of course, American Sniper, The Boy Next Door, and Paddington. So far, American Sniper has grossed $200.14 million bucks. It's a pretty good chunk of change, and I have a feeling their profits fixing to start pouring right on in. I was going to do a full review on American Sniper. I want to say thanks to Joey Cross. He sent me some information. He's in the Air Force, a friend of mine, about doing a review. If you're on my Facebook, you've probably seen a little snidbit of me talking about it right after the film. If you're not on my Facebook, go Isaiah Reviews. The link will be down below in the description. And like my fan page, my website page. And I'll put many things like that on there that I may not getting around to on here. But, it's just a better way for you to see what the heck's going on, why I'm not doing something, why I am doing something, whatever. But regardless, I was going to do an American Sniper all-out review. It's been done a million times. I've read the similarities of the book and the movie. It's really, I wouldn't do anything justice by doing that, so I'm not going to. But just know it seems to be an accurate portrayal of him, what he went through, and that's kind of about it. So that's that. Eli Roth. Man, I just really like Eli Roth. Green Inferno, I'm waiting on that thing. I really want to see that, even though it's gotten like, I don't know, barred from certain countries or whatever, like banned, I guess. Green Inferno. And that is kind of like a howdy do to Cannibal Holocaust. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen Cannibal Holocaust. It's an older film. I've got like a handmade little figurine of the tribes person, like on the stick. That was handmade, numbered, limited, and signed by the director, which is a foreign guy. I think he's French or something like that, I think. But it doesn't matter. Cannibal Holocaust, just check that out. It may be hard for you to get. I think it's been banned in like a lot of places because I think they originally thought they were like murdering tribes people and real murders were going on then with that film. It's so like realistic. But if you're bored and you want to try to track that down, try to track Cannibal Holocaust down. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Eli Roth, I really love the direction he goes with like producing and directing and all this kind of stuff. I think he's someone that's close to age with me, that I can travel through these horror movie genres and like relate and enjoy what he's got going on. Like Knock Knock, go check that trailer out. I think it debuted at Sundance. I forgot who it was, what production company, whatever, just grabbed onto it and paid like mega bucks for it. Also, the movie Clown, he's got, I think Italy banned the poster from even being displayed. It's going to hit in UK like on Blu-ray, 500 copies, period. Already sold out. Already tried. I missed it. I think March those will come out. The movie, I think, will start coming out over there to the theater. Overseas, I have no idea about U.S. market. Yeah, Clown is a U.S. made film. Some people, they've seen it, I guess, at film festivals or whatever. They like the gore part and stuff. And what Clown is about is basically it's this guy is a father. He wants to fill in for a clown, I think it was, that did not show up or something happened with his kid's party. So he puts on the stuff he finds in the attic. It ends up fixing itself to him, and he starts becoming like this demon, and he can't rip off. I mean, it starts fusing with him, and he's like this permanent clown demon thing, and that wants to eat children or whatever, and that's what he's gradually turning into. Well, that movie come from a 2010 fan-made trailer that came on YouTube, and you can search that. Search Clown 2010 trailer, whatever, and that's what this film's based off of, is that. And almost like the original 2010 fan-made trailer over the actual trailer film for the real deal that Eli Roth helped make into reality, which is director John Watts. So I think he produced, Eli Roth did that film. So I'm highly anticipating that thing. Enough talking about that. But the Last of Us game is still in the works for becoming a film, so I'm excited about that. This should have been on the tech side of it, but kind of horror related. So Five Nights at Freddy's 3, that app, coming out or already out, I don't know, but there, I told you. Animal, check out Animal, right? If you like a creature feature, if you like a good little slasher horror film, check out Animal. All right, and one last thing, which was while I was editing this took place. Hot off the press, meet the 4 stars of the Ghostbusters reboot. The director of the upcoming all-girl Ghostbusters reboot has lined up Melissa McCarthy, Kristen Wiig, and Saturday Night Live players Leslie Jones and Kate McKinnon. So those are the new stars of the new Ghostbusters all-female cast. The remake will, of course, be a reunion for Bridesmaids director Feige, hope I said that right, and stars McCarthy and Wiig, and maybe Murray, who has been historically adamant about not wanting to do a third Ghostbusters film, would now be willing to do a cameo. He did get half the Dreamcast that he asked for. If you didn't know, Bill Murray had a Dreamcast that he listed, and like I think Melissa McCarthy and Kristen Wiig was on that Dreamcast that he had to fulfill in the footsteps of Ghostbusters. So that's it. Ghostbusters cast, thank you, Tiffany, for sharing that with me on Facebook, and I will share this link to, you can read it all in its entirety on Isaiah's Reviews fan page, Facebook site. So head there, like that site, and check this out. Origins, right? All right, this is Night of the Living Dead prequel. Night of the Living Dead, I think it was a little over $100,000 budget for the film, and I think it made like 30-something million bucks. So this is a prequel to that. Now, I think it's the son, Cameron Romero, that's leading this project up for Origins. But as far as I know, everything, last thing I read, it's still a go. Another movie to check out is Willow Creek. Now, this is Bobcat Goldthwait. I think I said that right. You remember from the Police Academy movies, the guy that talked with the screechy voice and stuff? Well, he's like a writer-director guy, and he does a good job. Like, Willow Creek is about a Sasquatch. This couple, like, in pursuit, and they're videoing evidence of that or something. Let me see here. Let me get this correct. I'll read you the storyline. Jim and his girlfriend Kelly are visiting the infamous Willow Creek, alleged home of original Bigfoot. They want to capture the beast on camera. So this film is like a point of view with some shaky camera stuff in there. But I enjoyed it a lot. But I like stuff like that. And also suggesting a film. I know this is on, I think, Netflix. If not Netflix, it'll be on Amazon. But Battle Royale. What's so special about Battle Royale? It's 2000. It's a year 2000 made Japanese film. Well, if you've ever seen Hunger Games, do yourself a favor and go watch Battle Royale, and then you'll go, what a ripoff, because a little description of the film. In the future, the Japanese government captures a class of ninth grade students and forces them to kill each other under the Revolutionary Battle Royale Act. So it's pretty similar and almost like a ripoff of it, but it's really good to watch. I love that movie. But last suggestion. All right, Fantastic Four trailer is out. It comes out in August. It looks okay. I'm not really a humongous fan of Fantastic Four, but I think it's something, a link in the chain. So they wanted to come out with it, I guess, and clear its way, do it right, and link it to the next project, the next thing. And that's really all I have for stuff I care about as far as movies, tech, news, everything. So I can't wait to see you for Throwback Thursday, which is coming up on Thursday. So I actually will pick that back up, and I'll pick this back up again Monday or Tuesday of next week. We'll see you later. This has been another Isaiah's Reviews. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, like, subscribe, and share this to all your social sites. That helps get me to places I can't get to on my own, and I really do appreciate that, and I can't wait to see you again here on Isaiah's Reviews.